afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2022 Harrisburg Commencement for Graduation. If I could please have your attention for just a few announcements. We are asking that all guests and family members stay in the upper level of the arena during the ceremony. You will be welcome to come onto the floor once the ceremony is over to take pictures with the graduates. The closest restrooms located to you are back behind each of your bleachers. And I would ask at this time that you please put your cell phones on silent for the duration of our ceremony. All of our graduates will cross the stage from my left to right, and they are in alphabetical order by last name. We will have our photographer on the floor for the processional and during the acceptance of diplomas, and we will make those photographs available to the public. Again, after the ceremony, you are welcome to come down either of the stairwells onto the floor, take pictures on the stage, and we also have some photo opportunities around the building. We thank you in advance for your cooperation and for allowing us to hold this ceremony with your students. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. Those who are able, please stand to honor the graduates from the class of 2022. You may be seated. Please welcome to the stage HHS senior, Miss Caitlin Murphy, to give our welcome.
Hello, everyone. It is my honor to welcome family, friends, Harrisburg faculty, and all esteemed guests who have come here today to honor the success of our graduates. It is these loved ones who have given unyielding support to the class of 22 these past 4 years. Our families, friends, and teachers have shaped our high school experience and have created the foundation we will use to better our future. Our 13 years of perseverance and diligence in our academic journey has come to an end. But now, we are starting a new chapter of our lives in which we become adults responsible for the well-being of our community. As adults, we have the opportunity and obligation to guide future generations and pass on our wisdom and experiences to strengthen our society. To the Harrisburg High School 2022 graduating class, I hope that you use this great milestone to better yourselves and the lives of those around you. We thank everyone for attending the Harrisburg High School Class of 22 graduation ceremony.
Thank you, Caitlin. Senior choir members, please join Ms. Vosberg and Ms. Hefner for your final HHS performance at the Risers. The HHS senior choir members will join with the chamber choir to perform their final high school number. Under the direction and accompaniment of Ms. Carrie Vosberg and Ms. Allie Hefner, they will perform today's selection, I Am Still Your Dreamer. HHS choir, the room is yours.
Good night.
Thank you, seniors and choir members. At this time, we would like to present our honor students for the class of 2022. Balancing academics, extracurriculars, work, family, and a social life are all part of the educational experience of high school. The students noted in your program and signified by wearing of a gold medallion around their neck have maintained a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher throughout the first 7 semesters of their high school career. At this time, I would like all honor students to please be stand and recognized. You may be seated. Congratulations on the hard work and dedication it took to achieve that milestone. At this time, please help welcome Senior Miss Ava Goodale to the stage to give our first senior honor address.
Wow, we did it. It's bizarre to look back at elementary and remember logging into our computers in tech ed for the first time and asking our teachers, what does the 22 in my username mean? And when they responded, that's the year you graduate, we all looked at them, wide eyes, and replied, but that's so far away. And here's the thing, it's not so far away anymore. The day we once saw so far off in the future is actually here. So now what? How will we leave our mark on HHS just as it has left its mark on us? Well, I'll tell you. The past few weeks, as I've enjoyed my final moments at HHS, my friends and I found ourselves wondering, why is high school graduation so widely celebrated? It's something that's kind of just expected of you and instilled in you throughout elementary and middle school. As I thought and thought, my mind went astray and led me to the idea that graduation is kind of like birthdays. It's a very expected event, but still very celebrated. So then I asked myself, why do we celebrate birthdays? Well, we aren't celebrating being alive for another year or turning however many years old. Birthdays are about celebrating our own personal development and growth each year and sending us off into the next year of our lives. Graduation is the same. So let's not think of graduation as celebrating high school achievements, because in the grand scheme of life, those successes are so minuscule compared to the monumental things each of us will go on to achieve in our lives. Whether it be starting your own business, saving a life, becoming a parent, or making a difference in a student's education, all of us will go on to accomplish much greater things than passing algebra or photography or chemistry. And although those achievements are so minor compared to what we will go on to do, they are what have prepared us for this next stage of life. Graduation should be a recognition of an important period in our lives ending. As we celebrate leaving adolescence behind and embarking on adulthood, keep in mind all the people and events at Harrisburg that have prepared us to go do great things. We started elementary school with teachers that opened our eyes to all the possibilities of what we could be. We wanted to be astronauts, doctors, and even presidents. And as we babbled on and on about our ever-changing career paths, our teachers told us to shoot for the stars and never fail to go for our dreams. They inspired us and never let our dreams be tainted by reality. Then we went to middle school. Here our teachers molded us from a bunch of little kids into unique individuals. They dealt with us during our transitions in and out of our awkward phases, and we developed our own interests as we tried track and basketball and student council. Middle school was where we became different from each other. Our teachers taught us to be proud of our differences because they're what make us individuals. Then we went to high school. Here we were thrown more curveballs during our time at HHS than most. When we were freshmen, we walked into school doe-eyed and clueless. Even though our middle school teachers did their best, no one could have prepared us for what was coming our way. When March 13th, 2020 brought us the end of our sophomore year and online school during a pandemic, our teachers taught us to be strong. They showed us real grit and perseverance when they logged onto Zoom every single day and asked questions to 20 blank screens. Their job description changed drastically, but they never failed to support and accommodate us during a terrifying time. And when we returned to school our junior year, we had to cope with missing out on the activities some of us were passionate about because they just weren't possible during a pandemic. And finally, our senior year, we learned the most important lesson of all. All things will work themselves out. Many of us have experienced unimaginable trials and are not in the same place we thought we'd be. If someone told me 4 years ago that during high school I would learn on Zoom and wear a mask to school all of junior year, I would have told them they're crazy. I think we all would have. But here we are, just minutes away from graduating, and despite all our challenges, we did it. And now we are going into the next stage of our life to accomplish great things, leaving high school in the past. But HHS will always stay with us. It's very easy to overlook all of the opportunities and blessings Harrisburg High School has given us. But we are so fortunate to go to school here. At HHS, we were given every opportunity to chase whatever dream we wanted. Anything from fine arts to sports to college classes and so much more. Every opportunity we're granted during our time here will lead us to accomplish much greater things. We can all breathe a sigh of relief knowing that this school and this faculty have prepared us in every way possible to go out into the world and succeed. So on behalf of the HHS class of 2022, thank you teachers, administrators, advisors, and most of all parents for getting us to this point and forming us into the wonderful and unique individuals that each of us are. We couldn't have done it without you. In the beginning, I asked, why do we make such a big celebration for high school graduation? And after giving this speech, I've realized that it's not to celebrate passing a certain class or being an officer in a club. It's about the lessons we've learned, the people we've become, and how our experiences have prepared us for the future. So now, as we come closer and closer to the moment we've all been waiting for, hopefully we can all say that we're leaving slightly less clueless than we were walking in those doors freshman year. So instead of saying a sad goodbye to HHS, let's say hello and thank you to the possibilities of a new beginning and where we can go out and accomplish great things. Congrats, class of 2022, and thank you.
Thank you, Ava. At this time, I would ask all senior band members to please join Mr. Jason Grun and Mr. Spencer Wall in the back of our hall for your final senior performance. Today, our senior band members will join their fellow bandmates under the direction of Mr. Jason Grun and Mr. Spencer Wall, and today's selection will be Ignition. Mr. Grun and Mr. Wall and HHS Band, the room is yours. Thank you to the HHS bands and seniors for your performance. As the seniors are returning to their seats, please help me welcome Ms. Tuba Ali, HHS senior, to present our second senior honor address.
Those who inspire me have always been the ones to earn my greatest respect. My parents, my older sister, my brother, depending on the day, my coaches, my mentors, but most importantly, Taylor Swift. Say what you want, but Taylor Swift is quite literally my icon because she doesn't conform to societal standards. She repeatedly roasts men, dances without shame even though she's pretty bad at it, and refuses to stick to one genre of music. She dabbled in country, folk, and pop. For example, Taylor Swift released her first pop album, Red, in 2012. 9 years later, in 2021, she re-recorded this album to gain personal rights and called it Red, Taylor's version. High School is kind of like our original Red album. Taylor spent years creating that album the first time with the help of those around her, just as we, the class of 2022, have spent the last 4 years creating ourselves into who we are right at this moment with the help of everyone around us. But now, we need to create our own versions moving forward. Even if you aren't as big of a Swiftie as I am, you have to commend her work because she did what we all hesitate to do. She reinvented who she was. High school has helped us shape ourselves for our future, but high school is something that is heavily regulated. Academically, you go to school based on district lines, and you're put in classes based on necessary credits. Socially, you are automatically categorized into groups without much individual choice. Just as Taylor's label confined her to a certain persona, high school labels confine us. There are the jocks, the nerds, the popular kids, the band kids, and so forth. As a freshman, I was labeled as the short Indian girl. I didn't like that label, but I thought that's who I was. Because yes, I am short, and Indian, and a girl. But I didn't want to be known as just that. So I followed in Taylor's footsteps, and I reinvented myself. If you knew me in middle school, you know that I went from a timid Lego League member with 0 friends to an overly obnoxious K-pop fan with 1 friend, to a confident, nationally ranked speech and debate competitor, school leader, pre-med student, and overall social butterfly with 3 friends. It took me a while to understand that I will never find my true self, because I will constantly be redefining myself and adapting with the things that I experience. I reinvented myself, multiple times actually, because the girl from middle school and the girl from sophomore year are both completely different from the woman who stands in front of you today. Reinvention, the process that changes something to make it look like it's entirely new. When you change with your surroundings and start accepting that you will never fit under one category for your entire life. You will not always be the jock, or the popular kid, or the nerd, or the band kid. You will change, and you will always have to evolve. It takes a lot of work, but that's okay, because reinvention isn't something that you should push away, but instead welcome with open arms. It doesn't mean you have to completely change who you are. Sometimes it's as simple as readjusting your goals and your priorities. Sometimes it's just slightly stepping out of your comfort zone to move ahead into the future. So many of us are scared of change because we fear it will alter our life in a way that we are unfamiliar with. Any change that is made needs to be perfect, otherwise it's a failure. But I'd like to think that life isn't all about success and failure, but rather about trial and error. Because no matter how many times you mess up, you always have the opportunity to reinvent another outcome. You always have the opportunity to reinvent yourself. We became comfortable in our high school skin because society gave us those labels. We automatically assumed those roles and we played them for years. Society tells us we have to find who we are as if there's only one version of ourselves out there. But there's not. As time changes, we change, and it's okay to redefine who you are. We're afraid of change not only because it brings with it the unknown, but also because it requires us to reevaluate everything that we know. When you receive your diploma today, you are also given the opportunity to create a new version of yourself, one that isn't reliant on who you were or what you did in high school. The chance to choose and express yourself as you wish. The chance to reinvent. And I think many of us are afraid of letting go of those labels that have stuck by us for 4 years and letting go of that familiarity. As scary as it is, we don't have the safety net of high school labels behind us after today. That's exactly how Taylor felt when re-recording Red. She didn't have the safety net of her record label behind her, yet she was even more successful because she embraced that change. I'm here to tell you that reinvention isn't anything to fear, and in fact, we should encourage it. Who would you be if you never changed? You'd be in the same spot, feeling the same way year after year. I ask you this, my fellow graduates, who do you want to be? And what are you going to do to become that person? What are you going to do to reinvent yourself? How are you going to record Red, your version? Thank you to all of the teachers, administrators, counselors, and all other staff members for making our high school a wonderful place to learn. Thank you to all of the parents, siblings, friends, and acquaintances that have supported us throughout the last 4 years. And thank you to the class of 2022 for making one heck of a high school experience. You truly have made high school unforgettable. Just like the unforgettable power move Taylor made when re-recording Red. She said it first and she said it best. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22 is going to be a great year for all of us. Everything has changed, and though this may be the last time that we are all in one room together, I hope you are all prepared to start a new adventure and begin again. Because from the moment that you move that tassel, you are the one who chooses who you will become. It's time to reinvent a slightly different version of our Red album to show off that growth and to be fearless. But maybe this time we can call the album Maroon and Gold. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Tuba. Please welcome HEA representative and HHS CTE teacher, Mrs. Tracy Kern, to the podium to present Harrisburg's Educational Association Award.
Good afternoon, graduates. It is a pleasure to speak to you on behalf of the Harrisburg Education Association. AHEA is a professional organization here at Harrisburg that promotes student learning. We currently have 210 teachers here at Harrisburg that are part of the organization. Every year, HEA gives out 2 scholarships to graduating seniors who are planning to enroll in a teacher education program in or outside the state of South Dakota. To our future teachers who are planning to enroll in an education program, we are beyond excited that you are going to pursue a career in what we feel is one of the best and most rewarding professions, that of teaching. As Nelson Mandela was once quoted as saying, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." This year, HEA is proud to announce that the winners of the 2 HEA scholarships include Olivia Cable and Ainsley Plack. Will you please come forward? Congratulations to all our future teachers on your desire to change the world.
Congratulations, Olivia and Ainsley. It is my honor to now announce the HHS Best All-Around Student Award. This award is voted on by the faculty of the high school and designates a senior who best exemplifies the profile of an HHS graduate and as an example of the quality of individuals the Harrisburg School District strives to produce. These qualities include knowledge, creativity, critical thinking, communication, character, and leadership, to name a few. The winner of this award will have their name engraved on the Best All-Around Student plaque that is displayed in the front foyer of Harrisburg High School. When your name is called, please come forward to have your picture taken with the plaque. Per faculty vote, the 2022 HHS Best All-Around Student is Miss Tuba Ali. Congratulations to the senior class on all the awards and accolades you have accomplished over the last 4 years. Choosing to become an educator, as Mrs. Kern just stated, is a noble and fulfilling profession. As an educational organization, we would be remiss to not recognize those who have decided to follow in our footsteps. At this time, would all students choosing the education field please stand to be recognized with a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. The decision of life's journey has been on the minds of these seniors for some time. A few of our students have answered the call to dedicate their lives and themselves to the protection of our freedoms and our country. At this time, I would ask all students from the class of 2022 who have chosen to enlist in any of the armed services to please stand and be recognized with a round of applause. You may be seated. The Harrisburg School District continues to be one of the fastest growing school districts in the United States. This amazing growth has afforded our students and the district opportunities like no other. But it is also a major challenge to keep up with the needs and the sheer size of the classes as you see in front of you. This ceremony puts an end to the 18th year that I have been employed at the district. When I started in 2003, we had 303 students in the high school. You see sitting before you 330 just in your class. Next year, we will complete 2 new buildings, bringing the district total to 13 buildings and 12 schools. And managing and leading this district and its growth has taken a dedicated administrative team led by our superintendent. Please help me welcome to the podium our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Tim Graff.
Good afternoon. Graduates, you may have just completed the most unusual and unique 4 years of any graduating class in Harrisburg High School. Congratulations. Freshman year is, well, it's a freshman year and it's a learning experience for everyone. Sophomore year, as Ava has already mentioned, on March Friday, March 13th, the school across the state were closed down due to COVID. Your junior year, most of us would probably just as soon forget, as it was a challenge in many ways, struggles and challenges in life. When we self-reflect and look back, that we see that these times are when we've learned the most and we develop the most grit. The tough times make the good times that much sweeter. Most every generation has had its own challenges, whether it's been the Great Depression, World War II, Vietnam, COVID, and now maybe even looking at how do you navigate social media in a healthy way, as that has become such a big part of so many people's lives. When you reflect upon your senior year, I hope you can appreciate it more because of the previous 2 years and what you've been through. As you leave HHS, I challenge you to be the best version of yourself, to always choose kindness, to pursue your passion, and to make a positive difference in the lives of others. Well, as it's already been mentioned, graduation's a milestone. Really, commencement is a beginning. It isn't about what you've accomplished up to this point that's important. It's what you do from here forward that matters the most. Today is your launching pad. I hope each of you take advantage of the opportunities presented to you. I have the honor and the privilege of working with a great staff and school board, and I'm confident each one of you here have the background and skills needed to be successful in whatever your post-secondary school plans are, whether it be school, work, or the military. You've learned from each other. You've learned from your parents, the faculty, and staff. And now, on behalf of the Harrisburg School District, I'd like to join the school board and the school staff in congratulating you, the Harrisburg High School class of 2022, and passing along our best wishes and happiness to each one of you. Congratulations.
Seniors, we're almost here, but I have one more opportunity that I want to talk to you. A spoiler alert to parents, I didn't make it through last year's speech without crying. I practiced the speech multiple times, but it's so much different when I see the faces looking back at me out here. So, I apologize ahead of time, and to the mom who hit me afterwards last year, I'm glad you're probably not here. As I was reading through some of the speeches beforehand, I started to question too, why do we make these so emotional? Why is your graduation something that we don't just celebrate because it's such a great thing, and why does it bring tears? We celebrate all the time. Birthdays, bar mitzvahs, confirmations, quinceañeras, baptisms, weddings. I don't cry at those. Not very often. But for some reason, graduation feels different. I think I have it down to a few things, and I want to share them with you. First, graduation is one of the first milestones that you earned. All of those other things that we talked about, you just do. You get a year older. You decide that you are going to be part of something. You've had a lot of help along the way from a lot of different people, and most of them are here to celebrate it with you today. But this is something that you have truly had to earn on your own. Second, education is a shared experience. Every one of us in this building have had some sort of pathway through education, so it's a shared moment for us. Each of us can remember when we had the pointy hat and the gown on, and what our educational journey was like. Third, this milestone is significant. It signifies that you are transitioning from young adults to adults. Many of you sitting on the floor are already 18 or will soon be, and in our society, that signifies that you are going to be an adult. After today, you will be seen in a different light. You will be seen as a graduate and moving on. With all these reasons, you can see why graduation is such an important event. But I think it is actually simpler than those points. Today is a realization of memories. We go back in time, we dig through piles of photos. It comes to a realization how quickly 18 years can truly go. There's excitement, fear, anxiety, relief, all these emotions going through us. And it's something that just starts to well up inside, especially for your parents and your siblings and grandparents and those close to you. We start to remember. Many of you have probably, no doubt, gone through and gone down the path of a visual stroll down the last 18 years as you set up tables and celebrations. You've looked at old memories, old awards, and all of those things that bring back some great, some not so great memories of things that we have gone through. As you look through all of these, you've seen pictures of birthdays, vacations, and other family and friends with lasting memories, and I'd venture to guess that at some point you saw the mother mandatory naked baby picture that will come back to embarrass you at some point in your life. You've received and reviewed a lifetime, a literal lifetime of events. We as your educational parents and families feel the same way. I can specifically remember many of your faces when you walked into HHS for the first time. Fresh-faced, wide-eyed, and full of wonderment. Now I see how you've grown. Simply put, where 4 years gone. Thinking of you moving on is exciting, but not being with us is emotional. I think we need to embrace these facts and celebrate with you and not get emotional, which I'm doing an excellent job of. This doesn't mean we might not cry, and if you see tears, know they're of joy. As you move forward, I wish you simple things in life. Find something that makes you happy. Serve others beyond yourself. Volunteer. Run for an office. Be on a board. Feed, clothe, or shelter those who can't do it for themselves, and find out the joy of serving others. Go forth from here. Take the lessons you've learned from all of HHS and continue to make your family proud. You are forever a Tiger. Now it's your time. It is time for the presentation of the Harrisburg High School class of 2022. Please ensure that your tassel is on the right side of your hat, and all candidates, when your name is called by Mr. Seamer or Mrs. Bass, please come forward. I would ask that the first row please stand and come to the podium. Superintendent Graff, Board Chair Hurdy, HHS faculty, staff, parents, and guardians, families and friends, and all gathered here. On behalf of the entire staff at HHS, I present to you these candidates for graduation from Harrisburg High School's class of 2022. Having met the requirements of the South Dakota Department of Education and the Harrisburg Board of Education, I hereby recommend these students for graduation and all of the rights and privileges vested thereof. Class of 22, as you hear your name, please come forward to receive your diploma.
Gavin Christopher Osheim.
Dustin Adamson.
Tuba Heather Ali.
Emma Ray Allison.
Jackson Richard Anderson.
Jordan Anderson.
Juan Avila.
Carter Mason Barenfuss.
Xavier A. Barnhart.
Miriam Ann Bart.
Peyton Baum.
Abigail K. Beaumont.
Miranda Lee Benchoff.
Amber Joe Bergman.
Ella Ann Bergsmith.
Carly Dawn Bazook.
Isaac Bjornson.
Anthony Lamo.
Victoria Ryan Booth.
Emily Jean Boyer.
Michael Brandt.
Graciela Renee Breidenbach.
Phoebe Estelle Brown.
Madeline Grace Brudvig.
Ben Bruning.
Teague Jonathan Bruns.
Tevin Ray Bryant.
Carter Bucher.
Faith Lynn Burns.
Anna Mae Bushfield.
Olivia Taylor Cable.
And Lincoln Scott Carlson.
Angelo Gianni Soretto.
Ella Lane Christensen.
Calvin Corbine.
Jesse Corlett.
Avery Josephine Damron.
Jonah David Danceson.
Morgan Elizabeth DeBolton.
Garrett Henry DeHaan.
Stryker DeHaven.
Madison Marie Dick.
Caitlin Grace Disbro.
Cameron Michael Dunkersloop.
Jesselyn Dornbush.
Michaela Lynn Erickson.
Alexandria Isabel Esquibel.
Reagan Alexa Fish.
Allison Marie Fisher.
Parker Allen Fitzgerald.
Jacob Allen Flom.
Alex James Foley.
Noah Ford.
Alexis C. Franenberg. Gabriel.
Madison J. Gaikowski.
Emma Galt.
Macy Geis.
Madison Ann Marie Goldammer.
Ryan John Gonnerman.
Kimberly Gonzala Rosa.
Ava Elizabeth Goodale.
Madeline Lee Grable.
Jager Lane Gribble.
Austin Gruber.
Shaylin Grushwolf.
Bryn Adele Pearl Goldvanson.
Sydney K. Haig.
Jules Madison Hall.
Marcus Alexander Halling.
Berkeley Halstenson.
Logan Hammer.
JC Hammers.
Connor Stephen Hanselman.
Chase Hansen.
Thomas Harden.
Spencer Logan Harkin.
Kennedy Ann Healy.
Christian Daniel Hurdy.
Piper Heinzerling.
Avery Hendricks.
Trinity Jade Hilmer. Felice Mahat Hilole.
Claire Marie Hirschkorn.
Ryan James Hirschkorn.
Megan Hobach.
Taylor Brandon Hofer.
Baxter Abigail Hoffman.
Brooklyn Rose Holloway.
Jaden Nicole Hounsworth.
Jet James Hollenbeck. Alex Hopsenberger.
Callan Ryan Horrocks.
Blake Hovalt.
Lauren Elizabeth Ruby.
Austin Michael Hubbard.
Mackenzie Michelle Herney.
Aubrey Rochelle Hunt.
Sydney Hybertson.
Fallon Elaine Jackman.
Kaya Marie Jackson.
Mason Brian Jacobson.
Reese Marie Jansa.
Daniel Lynn Jensen.
Keaton Dean Johnson.
Jacob Johnson.
Mason Michael Johnson.
Levi Jones.
Olivia Grace Just.
Nevaeh Grace Justice.
Hutton Christopher Kindroth.
Casey Faith Kennedy.
Storm King.
Taylor Klein.
Joshua Connor Clemmy.
Kensington Olivia Clock.
Hayden Matthew Knurk.
Rowan Cosmic.
Michaela Leon Kolbeck.
Marissa Ann Condert.
Ty Anthony Kowalski.
Jacob Knuth.
Alexis Faye Kraft.
Travis Michael Kraus.
Mackenzie Nicole Crum.
Olivia Ann Krudoff.
Joshua Dale Klutman.
Grace Caroline Lalum.
Jordan Larson.
Josh Larson.
Ashton Elaine Larson.
Cade Marcus Larson.
Eliza Marie Lathan.
Brianna Lee.
Dawson Robert Dwayne Lee.
Trenton A. Lias.
Sabrina Allison Lickfelt.
Megan Renee Luckin.
Kaya Jermaine Lucille.
Kylie Ray Lonigan.
Andrew Lowen.
Angelina Sonia Marie Lozano.
Evan Lowe.
Timon James Long.
Zoe May Mager.
Ruby Lucille Manis.
Blake Allen Matthew.
Hadley Marie Marquardt.
Jack Gerald Markworth.
Sierra Sue Martin.
Elizabeth Joy Martish.
Dylan McCoy.
Madison McCoy.
Jack McGee.
Seth A. McHenry.
Aubrey McKee.
Allison Faye McMillan.
Abby Meister.
Max Mackey.
Trinity Jane Merrill.
Francine May Mertz.
Caden Metzger.
Alexis Ann Meyer.
Jordan Nicole Miles.
Brooklyn D. Miller.
Gavin Christopher Moe.
Madison Morgan.
Alex Muntz.
Caitlin Anna Murphy.
Isabella Jo Muchiknaus.
Savannah Matua.
Hannah Lee Drew Nagel.
Carter James Nelson.
Nathan Michael Nielsen.
Stephanie Jean Nomans.
Noah Norwine.
Ethan James O'Brien.
Corbin Ockengay.
Eston James Odney.
Beatrice Josephine Ocken.
Alyssa Marie Page.
Reese Rylan Palmer.
Ashton Michael Parrish.
Molly Elizabeth Parsons.
Aiden Arnie Paulson.
Natalie Elizabeth Pepper.
Owen Pearson.
Lauren Elizabeth Peterson.
Kelsey May Pickard.
Ainsley Faith Plock.
Kaylee Jeanetta Plain.
Braden C. Plooster.
Peyton Poppy.
Camilla Blue Ports.
Michael Allen Pruitts.
Justin Douglas Patak.
Mackenzie Ryan Putnam.
Samantha Janice Pine.
Zoe Athena Rallis.
Emma Nicole Ramsey.
Emma Brooklyn Rangel.
Addison Marie Reichenberg.
Kaylee Joe Ryle.
Shandon J. Reiners.
Austin Riders.
Bailey Monica Reich.
Rachel Helen Roach.
Abigail Michelle Robinson.
Lauren Ray Ronbo.
Kennedy Ann Reuter.
Michael James Ryan.
Tyler Michael Safransky.
Tegan Jean Sanderson.
Ian James Savold.
Jaden Addison Schilling.
Brooklyn Nicole Schilmoller.
Elijah J. Shippert.
Macy Jean Shipper.
Egan Oliver Schurz.
Hannah Grace Schroeder.
Alyssa Ann Shrunk.
Kaden Renee Schwebke.
Jonah Sedemeyer.
Peyton Seth.
Ava Sevening.
Ramsey Jean Sharp.
Yusef Shawad.
Melania Jo Showers.
Will Henry Simons.
Kylie Maxine Slocum.
Cole Christopher Smith.
Madison Abigail Smith.
Bryce Soley.
Jersey Ray Sunshine.
Brooklyn Spikesma.
Aiden John Statfeld.
Madison Ann Stanich.
Seth Stenga.
Grace Marie Starr.
Trinity Stoffaker.
Devin Lee Steele.
Brandon Stewart.
Benjamin Christopher Stratman.
Grace Allison Stroshine.
Cajun Lynn Surratt.
John Edwin Sutton.
Megan Swanson.
Katie Cesney.
Joshua Andrew Talley.
Kasvin Bikram Thapa.
Alyssa Starr Thompson.
Santana Thompson.
Alicia Todd.
Tyler John Cheddar.
Christian Matthew Tucker.
Bennett Thomas Tufty.
Michelle Pearl Turner.
Caden Maxwell Tuttle.
Brooklyn Miller Ulrichsen.
Spencer Upton.
Dalton Jarrett Eufy.
Ryan Michelle Van Holland.
Aiden George Vandell.
Gabrielle Gayleen Van Veldhuizen.
Ashley Ann Van Zanten.
Jordan Nicholas Vigna.
Aiden Aaron Vieux.
Dakota Waddell.
Andrew James Walter.
Camille Renee Weber.
Soren Joseph James Weig.
Lexi Marie Y.
Hallie Marie Welker.
Carter Wells.
Quinn Russell.
Jessica May White.
Easy. Allison Ann Woodman.
Krista Lynn Wiersma Kloss.
Elijah Joseph Wilkerson.
Danessa Brooke Wilson.
Maurice Diego Wilson.
Julie Ann Wilson.
John Whiff.
Andrew Whip.
Skylar Jordan Wodzinski.
Anna Joy Yee.
Kai Youngbluff.
Leslie Luane Zavala.
Madison Ann Zebarth.
Caitlin Paige Zimmer.
I please have one more round of applause for all members of the class of 2022? Audience, once again, we will tell you, you are able to come down on the floor after the ceremony, but we ask that you please stay in the upper bowl until our recessional has completed. Class of 2022, please rise. On my mark, I would ask that you will turn your tassel to the left side. Please turn your tassel now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce you the newest alumni of Harrisburg High School, the class of 2022.